Another beautiful episode of AP Bass, and I'm not sure what day it is in the year, but the day is we need to talk about the pets. You wanna hold this?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Here. We haven't talked about the pets in quite some time. The reason is I went on a huge trip and we had some bad news about the pets, but we're not gonna talk about the bad news until we get back to the house. Right now, we've got to try and catch some food and maybe a second pet. This is a small body of water I have permission to fish, and we're going to throw the cast net in here and see what we pick up with the cast net, and then go from there. So maybe bait, maybe some little fish we can add to the tank. We don't know. Matt, take it over. Let's see this skill.
I'm literally no professional. I just watched a YouTube video maybe like 30 minutes ago and tried it a couple times, but I think I got the technique down, so I'm not gonna go over that, but we're gonna attempt it here. Wait, this isn't it, is it? It's like this.
You gotta hold the bottom.
There we go. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I think this is good. That was amazing.
You gotta get this net wider though.
Oh, came up short. That was good, man. Did you see that?
You don't need to go that far.
Oh, good. All right, his turn.
Nope, that wasn't it. You've gotta like get the net to go wide.
No, hold on. That's not it, bro. That's just not it. I had it.
We should have brought the actual net.
I know that first one.
The net didn't open that good.
Yes, it did.
You've now spooked all the fish in the vicinity.
New spot.
Just try to. I mean, we gotta get the technique down first. Oh, what? Turtle!
Actually, oh god.
What are the odds of that?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. All right, easy. Let me get him out of this net. I don't want to hurt him. Yeah. Don't want to hurt the net. Stop. There he is.
Oops. Can't use that for this.
Could have a turtle tank. Okay, throw right here in these drains here. Well, Matt is master of the art of throwing the cast, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna let him do it. But we caught a turtle. We're not after turtles. We're after little micro fish. Let's see, here we go. That was not it.
I wouldn't say I'm the master. Oh gosh.
What?
I had something. He ripped through it. All right, AP thinks he's got it. All right, let's go.
All right, spot one was a fail. Spot two.
Wasn't a fail. We learned the technique.
Easy. See them over there in the light? They're really little. Right there.
They're gonna get through this thing.
Try it. No, I don't think they will if you do a good cast.
Let's fry.
No, it's not.
$1,000.
Okay, try it. Nice. That was really nice.
Alright, come here. Gill, right here. Let's go for the gill, not the freaking bass fry. Well, we were not rolling, anticipating there was not much chance of me actually making a good cast, but I finally made a good one and caught. I don't know, what are we doing with this, Alex? He could be our new pet. Do I want him? I caught him. Sure, I want him. I don't know. He's pretty. He's got good colors. What are you thinking, boss? The guy's casting around. He says he saw a 6-pounder. He's casting his pink Zebco around. I say we keep him. What are we doing right now? What are you doing?
We're trying to get bait. I mean,
I caught one.
you think it's probably good size? Okay, hold on.
All right. Look at that.
Well, this day was supposed to be us turning into catching some bait with the cast net. It turned to us keeping or catching our
Second pet back. Or pet fish, sorry.
We don't know. They think that there's 3 fish still in the tank.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to let you guys know about some bad news. We're gonna have to go get some bait for this fish, unfortunately, because we can't catch any bait. That's okay. We're gonna grab some bait. We're gonna get back to the house. We're gonna give you guys a tank update video and put this new fish into the tank. That's a perfect size bluegill because he's just a little bit bigger than the bass, so the bass isn't going to torment him. So we had some problems. Some of you guys probably commented below that there could be some problems, and we had some problems. The bigger bass did something. We're going to talk about this in a quick second. We got rid of the bigger bass, and then we had a casualty when it comes to the other fish we had. But give me a second. We're going to set up some videos that we have that Matt took while I was on the Never Stop tour. We're going to play those for you, and Matt and I are going to talk about kind of what happened.
So here's our crappie. Obviously does not look healthy whatsoever. It looks like he's been spawning for about 6 months now. His tail's all gnawed at. His front mouth is just being pecked at. And you might ask yourself why. And that's because, look at this guy. Well, you can't, oh my gosh, Claire's terrible. But anyway, there's the little one. He's trying to protect himself and kind of just hunker himself down in these rock piles. But this guy has no remorse. He knows. He wants to show his true dominance, and he has been just nipping at these other fish. He has plenty of minnows to eat, but he just literally does not care and has been nipping at these fish like crazy. Here he goes. He is an absolute animal. You need to go, bud. So I'm gonna, do my best to net him, get him out of this tank. Hopefully, have these guys live a better life, and then put them in a different fishery. So let's do that right now. Well, guys, we don't have a proper net to actually catch this thing, so we're just gonna try and hand grab them and then put them in our styrofoam bucket we got. So yeah, let's attempt this. Get him, Juice. Get him?
I got him.
That was so quick too. Oh, there he is. Close her up. Let's head to the local pond now. All right, guys, well, we just made it to the pond. We're gonna let this fish go now. Typically, I'd be pretty sad letting a pet go, but we didn't have this girl too long, only about 2 weeks, and she kind of proved to be a very predatory kind of fish. So we're gonna let her grow in this ecosystem right here. Hopefully catch her in 6 years, but not a very big one whatsoever. She's just a very aggressive male or female, I don't really know, but we're gonna let this fish go now. Here she is, super pretty colors on her. She'll be fine. The water temp's, probably around 60s. And this fish is gonna live a pretty strong and healthy lifestyle. There she goes.
All right, so you guys saw those clips of Matt releasing the fish. Thanks, Matt, so much for helping me while I was gone on the trip and kind of getting the tank back to normal. So we tried to save the crappie, but the next day, unfortunately, the crappie died. So we did have a casualty. We did end up losing a fish, but that's just part of it. Sometimes you're gonna lose fish, sometimes stuff like that's gonna happen. We had too big and just an aggressive bass in general. The bass was just super aggressive. Now this is the next day, so as you can tell, the bluegill's in here right there. He's doing fine. The small bass is doing fine. They're both, it's kind of like you're gonna have to test out. You're gonna have to make sure, hey, bass are an aggressive fish, so you can't have one that's super aggressive. But these guys seem to be getting along great, and now we've got 2 pets. We started with 3, we released 1, we had 1 die, and now we're back to 2 pets. So that's kind of the whole tank update video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and there's gonna be a lot more of this. Comment below what you guys think about what we should do, how we should prevent that from happening, as well as what more kind of videos you guys wanna see. We haven't even done a feeding video yet. We've been feeding these bass and the bluegill a lot. They're definitely full right now. We actually have minnows in the tank. So once these minnows get out and once they need some more food, I think the next video we'll do is a feeding video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching another episode of AP Bassin'.
So I walk on over here and that does not look right. Wow. He is dead. Yikes.